Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It is your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today, we are discussing the much-loved mid-sized Royal Oak automatic. AP Royal Oak reference 15451OR gem set bezel. The timepiece in rose gold measures 9.9 millimeters thick, 46.6 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip, and 48.8 millimeters from end link to end link across the wrist. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, and you can see it actually wears quite nicely, as this 37 wears a lot like the traditional 39. Visually, they're almost indistinguishable on the wrist, so if you like the 39, this is likely to suit you well. The timepiece is suitable for a wrist as small as 14 centimeters in circumference, and I rarely say that with the full-sized Royal Oaks. It has a substantial weight to it. The bracelet and the clasp are burly on this watch, and it feels like a sports watch. As you can see, the size is relatively compact, it's relatively thin, the details are graceful. It's not as bombastic as a full gold, full bracelet, diamond set watch could be. Now, taking a look at the case and the bracelet, you can see everything that's polished, everything that's satinated, all of this is finished by hand, and it takes 9 to 11 hours to hand finish all the parts of a Royal Oak bracelet, and that is a big part of what you're paying for when you buy this watch. We have a sequential fold, double folding deployant clasp with twin trigger release, and you can see it's satinated and media blasted internally. Removable links in the bracelet are fixed in place by screws, and the bracelet is fixed to the case using screws and bars, which is a more secure arrangement than spring bars. The character lines of the bezel roll into the case back, and the bezel is a rounded off octagon, which was designed in 1972 to reference vintage diving helmets. That is what original designer Gerald Genta had in mind. We have white gold bolts, hexagonal, holding the bezel on, and they are bolts. There are nuts on the underside inside the case that allow these slots to be arrayed all the way around. They're arrayed all the way around because they don't screw into the bezel. We have a hexagonal crown, screw down, 50 meters water resistant, surface swimmable, brilliant cut gems set within the bezel alongside those white gold bolts. We have a dial that is the Grande Tapisserie. It is a large hobnail cut on a 19th century mimicry engine called a pantograph. It is an artisanally crafted dial with tens of thousands of tiny details, not just the large hobnails that you see. The hands as well as the indices are 18 karat rose gold, so is the logo. And you can see that the watch is well loomed. Underneath the case back, underneath that artisanal dial, we have caliber 3120, an Audemars Piguet manufacture movement. It's an automatic winder with bidirectional action. It has a 60-hour power reserve, stop seconds, and a quick set date. It has ceramic rotor bearings on a rotor that winds bidirectionally. For smoothness, we have the coats of arms of the Audemars and Piguet family, because they want you to know that since 1875, AP is the oldest continuously family-owned and run watch brand in Switzerland. You've got a full balance bridge with a free-sprung index for shock tolerance. The escapement beats away at 21,600 vibrations per hour. All of this pivots on 40 joules, and again, it does have stop seconds and a quick set date. It is a nicely finished movement that is a combination of hand finish and mechanical finish, befitting the price of the watch, equivalent roughly to what you'd see on a Francois Paul Journe timepiece. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.